Alright, is anybody out there yet? I was trying to kick this off a little early so everyone can see the room. So as you see the live feed, go ahead and jump on. Hey, how's it going? Well, we got people in here. Oh, the lighting's funky around here. What's up, guys? Oh no, not Ryan. What's up, fellas? Thanks for joining in. Let's see. Let me keep an eye on the time here. Let's see what time. We got 5 minutes. Let everybody else get on. Well, wait, how did I flip the camera on this thing? Oh, here we go. What's up, Sang? Ah, that's how I flip the camera. Alright. Well, you early jumper honors here. What's up, buddy? What's up, Wayne? Alright. Got the popcorn ready. I showed everybody my frag tank last time. So, excuse the blues. I don't know how to like adjust this live feed for, so it looks crazy blue, of course. But oh, you know what? I wonder if I can. Oh god, that's awful. Never mind, that doesn't work. I was thinking of slapping my orange filter over it, but that didn't help out very much. Alright. More people jumping on. What's up, Woody? Oh, I love the heart kisses there, son. So here's my little... They just kind of woke up. And excuse the overly blueness. That's my little batch right there. My little anemone horde. This is the guy I'm rescuing right here. CCCSB. It's so pretty the camera won't focus on it. And as you guys can tell, or maybe know, or maybe don't know, I am an acro nut. So I'm all about the acros. Takes up the majority of my tank. I just pretend to be an anemone guy with you guys, so you guys would think I'm cool. But I'm an anemone poser. I'm a big time acro guy. But Zang, bounce. Okay, he's kind of small right now, but bounce. Oh, what's up, Brandon? We got a semi-local around here. Thanks for joining in, bud. The lighting. Let me see if I can flip on the light on here as everyone starts joining in. But oh, that's a little bit better. So, setup-wise, if you want to look at what I'm going on in my fish room, for those that are not local and can't visit me, just have a 50-gallon low boy frag tank. Super cheap. This thing was like 120 bucks, I think. I drilled it, added the overflow, plumb that sucker right into my display tank so it's super stable, builds off of my stability of my display tank, and that way I can put whatever I want in there and not be worried about it dying. Unless my tank goes down, well then that's a whole different story. But calcium reactor, skimmer the size of my 1-year-old, top off container. That's 10 gallons because I'm extra lazy, but it's all good because I have an automatic neck skimmer which helps with my extra laziness. Yeah, and for those who don't know, I just run reactors. I don't do water changes. So GFO, carbon, biopellets, that's it. No water changes. And a giant skimmer is kind of the big thing, and a calcium reactor, of course. So I actually had somebody come over, James, if you guys are local, know him, Jimbo. He came over and did all my wiring, cleaned it all up, ran these wires down here for all my pH probes at the bottom and other probes, and then the other set of equipment over here, which I dirtied it up. It actually looked a lot cleaner than what it is now. But let's see, how are we doing on time? We got 1 more minute to go. Let everyone jump on. Oh yeah, can't get away without showing you guys this 114 watt UV sterilizer. This may be why I can mix anemones. I'm just going out on a limb, but I'm guessing it doesn't hurt. And then, if you guys haven't heard of it, the Alkatronic, pretty sweet piece of equipment. It monitors my alk levels up to 12 times a day if I wanted to. Currently I have it about 4 times a day, just kind of monitoring stuff. It can actually control too, but I haven't quite given it the control yet because, well, I got a lot of money in the tank and I haven't quite trusted it just yet. But I'm about to give it control, and at that point it's just not even it doesn't even just read the alkalinity, it can control it. So you can just tell it what parameters to leave it at, and it will literally like, hey, Alkatronic, I want you to keep it at 8, and it will literally dose it to keep it at 8, and if it goes too high, it'll cut off my calcium reactor for me. So pretty sweet. These things are sold out all the time, but I think it's absolutely worth it. Now all it does is alkalinity, so the one thing you gotta think about is with was it the Apex one that they're releasing, the Trident, it does all 3 of the foundation elements, so calcium, alkalinity, and magnesium. But my thought is this: the only thing I'm worried about is alkalinity, because calcium tracks with alkalinity. One goes up, the other goes up. One goes down, the other one goes down. So if you know one, you basically kind of know both. And then magnesium is kind of a once every quarter thing, every 3 months that I do. So I don't need to know it every month. I don't even need to know it every week. So just my thoughts. That's why I went with Alkatronic instead of waiting for the Trident. So if anybody's on the fence, hopefully that information was useful to you guys. As we're waiting for the last couple of people to get on, I'm going to walk you guys around. This is my fish room, which is basically the garage converted. So this is the front half of a garage. You're staring at the back of my tank. Last time I didn't let you guys see it, but let's go to the front of my tank. Excuse all the kid toys. I'm not sure how this is going to show up under this blue lighting, but so here's my tank. Here, let's just turn you guys sideways. I'm not sure if it lets me do that, but well, I guess it does. Doesn't? No? Landscape? Oh, I can't rotate my phone live. Okay, well, here's it all blued out and ugly right now, but just imagine prettier colors. And there's all my fish. So this is a 215-gallon tank. You can flip on the lights so you guys can see the canopy here. Had a buddy come by, help me install this bar, and add this cabinetry. And so my wife, unfortunately, made me put up the Scotch bottles I had over there. I used to keep some on the bar, but we'll keep it nice and clean now. But yeah, so that's the tank. Go look at the video if you want to see it in its true colors, but that's the tank on the other side of the wall. Like I said, it's just on the other side of my living room, so kind of a nice little right across the dining table so I can get to stare at it while I eat. But yeah, let's get back. Let's do this thing. I think we got enough people on here. And let's see. Okay, so thank you again for everyone that's joining in. I'm going to go ahead and cut this Supernova live. Be patient with me because I'm actually going to go through the whole process, so I didn't cheat, scrape it off ahead of time or anything like that. We're just going to do this thing. So first thing I'm going to do is kind of put you guys over here for a sec, because I forgot, I can't go vertical with you guys, or I can't go horizontal. I got to put you down for a sec, because again, I'm going to go through my whole process. I have to raise that light. And so let me see. What basically, a buddy came over and he helped me install this thing, but it's for my T5 fixture. It's just a couple of levers and I can just pull and it'll raise and lower and, you know, raise and lower my fixture for me. So pretty handy. So excuse me for a second while I do this. Okay, step 2, I'm going to kill the flow in there so that we can see this anemone and dig it out. So Alright. So the flow is being killed here. I'm gonna grab a drink real fast. Alright. Because it's a good idea to have beer while you're cutting a very expensive anemone. So, let's see. And again, excuse the colors, but I can't do anything about this blueness. But that is the Supernova in the corner right over there. So I'm going to fish that guy out. Let me just pull up my sleeve real fast, excuse me. I'm going to do my best to kind of fish this guy out while you guys are watching. And basically, he's in the corner, so using a credit card is going to be pretty much useless. So I just kind of like to poke them a little bit, kind of let them retract. You can see that okay. Sorry about the picture quality if it's not catching in here. The lighting's kind of funky. But you can see the little foot's kind of attached over here and over here. Kind of like to scope it out a little first. So it's mainly on this back wall right here. So I'm just going to kind of work my nail underneath, kind of feel the edge of the foot. And once you start getting an edge up, this will come up really easy. And if you need any other advice on that, check out Serge's video he posted about a week ago, I think, Serge. And he shows some great tips to how to remove an anemone. But if you can't get an anemone off the side, oops, sorry about that, guys. We got booted off for some reason. Here we go. Hopefully everyone's back. But like I said, check out Serge's video if you need help moving an anemone. But like I said, if you can't get it off of the side of a box, well, maybe you should do another hobby. This acrylic lets you just kind of peel it off really easily. And you know, the corners are always going to be a little tricky because they like to get their foot right into that little edge. But as long as you go gently, easily, pardon my patience with this and the amount of time I'm going to take, but I'm not going to go and rip into this guy because he's not a rainbow. So I'm going to take it just a little gentle with this guy. And no cheating, no staring at the box below. There's my CSBs. Okay, let's see. So he's pretty much dislodged on every side but one side. I'm trying to work my nail into this one last little bit. And I should be able to pop him out. He's just right on that little suction cup that's right here. There we go. Oh, and he shrunk up. Oh my gosh, he shrunk up. So he's looking really tiny right now. But before it, he was probably about 3.5 inches. Let's see, he's got a little... Yeah, okay, cool. So that... Yeah, everything looks nice and healthy on him. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to zoom away. So here he is. And this is where I kind of do a little massaging. I like to kind of see that mouth out a little bit. Push the tentacles back. Kind of look at, see what I'm going to be doing. What angle of the cut I'm going to go in on. And this gives it a chance to kind of fully deflate too, which it actually did really fast, so that's kind of nice. The more deflated they are, the better and easier it is for you to cut. The less damage you're probably going to cause with it. You know, you'd rather cut a deflated sack of water than an inflated sack of water. Just makes your cut just a hair cleaner. So I want to get all this goop off of him too. Alright. And again, like I said, the colors aren't going to be correct on this video, but I mean, geez, you can see how bright it is compared to my hand. This thing is like radioactive. Even compared to my CSBs, it's pretty bright. So, okay, I'll stop delaying. So, okay, here we go. We're going to take him down. Like I said, I like to kind of put him on a towel. Kind of helps soak up that additional moisture. I'll click on a light so we can see a little bit easier. So, there he is. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. Again, I like to kind of push all the tentacles out of the way, kind of see a point of attack. I like to flip it over and look at the foot, make sure I'm working on a good cut. So, see how it's elongated right here? So to me, instead of going for a long ways, you know, it just makes sense to do a cross section right here. So, now that I know which way his foot's aligned, I'll flip him back over. Work those tentacles back out again. and know that I am gonna literally cut them across here. So, without further ado, enter the rusty scissors. And they weren't that bad earlier, but I've made a couple of cuts since. So, and this is gonna be the fun part, bear with me, I'm gonna get the stand here for the phone so I can go hands-free, because I know I'm crazy cutting this, but I'm not gonna be so crazy to cut it one-handed. So let's see if I can, well, I planned this all out thinking I was gonna be able to go horizontal, but since that's not gonna let me happen, I'm just gonna lean my phone against this little thing. Hold on one sec. I'm gonna get some additional devices so I can hold the phone in place. Alright. Okay. Hopefully everyone can see that okay. Sorry, it's probably not the best angle. I'm gonna go back on this guy right here. So, go right in. I like to pick him up a little bit after that. And see, he's kind of ready to stick into the towel. Like to lay the blade right on that mouth. Do kind of a test lineup like this. And once it looks good to me, go quick, go hard. With scissors, and for those of you scalpels, you know, you have your own tricks, but for me, see how I'm bracing these two fingers on the other side? Because the minute you start cutting, it's going to want to slide down the blade. So I like to brace it to push some force against it so it doesn't slide that way. And right down the mouth. There we go. So, as you can see, right down the mouth on both sides. Of course, it's spitting its guts. I mean, you would too. Someone just cut you in half. So, next step, I get a bucket. Fill it up with some tank water here. And if I had more room, normally I would float the bucket actually in the tank so that the temperature stays stable. But geez, that frag tank is overflowing. So, I'm just going to kind of keep it on the side here. And so that's really it. Like I said, let me get it in the light so you guys can see. There's going to be these tiny little things, and everyone's going to think I murdered this tiny anemone. But once it reinflates, and I've seen it reinflate within, geez, sometimes 10 to 15 minutes. And I've noticed the foot sometimes even sticks in the bucket. Now, obviously, those are good signs. But I always like to place it back exactly where I removed it from so that the environment doesn't change. So for that location that I got it from, the par is the same, the flow is the same, everything's basically the same for it. You know, I didn't want to, and just advising to others, I didn't want people to, like for me, I had the option to just throw it right in the frag tank afterwards, but the conditions there are different. Heck, it's under different lighting, it's radions, so versus T5. So, you know, ideally when you cut, put it back where you got, and you know, that's pretty much common sense, but I wanted to mention that. And again, like I said, it's going to take a while for it to heal and completely round out, but generally, they're inflated within an hour or so, and then during that first week, you can start seeing them kind of reattaching themselves already and kind of healing the cut. So it's a pretty fairly quick process, and usually within a month, you start getting a completely healed line, and the mouth starts to center. And then 2 or 3 months, again, depending on the anemones, I've had multiple cuts where some have taken a little bit longer to cut. And like even for instance, you know, what was it that last video that I did where I showed you guys how to cut anemones? Out of that batch, a couple of them, probably like 3 or 4 of them healed very quickly. I mean, their mouth is centered. You can barely even see the cut on it now. But there are others, there's 1 or 2 that still had kind of an open cut to it. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say open, but it's hasn't fully rounded out. So healing process is different for each anemone too. And all the cuts were pretty much good cuts. So really it just came down to healing and which ones, some heal faster, some don't. Like I said, you generally just want to see like inflation, the stickiness, the foot trying to stick to the walls of the acrylic or whatever you have it in. Those are the good signs that like you did a good job. Now I'm putting together a video with and showing you guys how I do my Cipro treatment. Again, it's been a pretty good success rate. I've had, what, 4 of them that I've had to treat over the years, and all 4 of them made it out okay. So knock on wood. But so I'm gonna put that together, that video, and show you guys. But just in case if things don't go right here, the next step is to treat them with Cipro. And again, I've never had to do that, but it's good to know that the option's there and to have it ready. If you're a high-end anemone keeper, you should have Cipro in your pocket at all times, just in case. But so that's pretty much it. I think I'm gonna end this video so I can go ahead and get them situated, and I'll probably start a thread, or maybe we can build off of this one. And for anybody who has questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hopefully I didn't bore you. I know it's just a simple cut down the mouth, but either way, it was fun to kind of share it and have a fun event that we can all do together. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys soon online. Bye-bye.